AST e-learning. Today we're going to listen to a short report about the EU economy. The EU economy is gradually recovering, whilst still facing headwinds. Real GDP started to grow again in the third quarter of 2009, ending the longest and deepest recession in the EU's history. The exceptional crisis measures put in place in the EU played a major role in turning the economy around. However, in line with the autumn 2009 forecast, growth eased in the fourth quarter as the impact of some temporary factors started to fade. According to a current update, the economic outlook for the EU remains broadly unchanged. Now let's look at the vocabulary used in that report. The EU economy is gradually recovering. There are two words I want us to study in that sentence: gradually and recovering. To recover means to return to a natural or normal situation. Sales were slow over the first quarter of the year, but now they have recovered. Global sales of high-end computers indicate that the market has hit bottom, and a recovery is now in the works. In our sentence, the EU economy is gradually recovering. What does gradual mean? A gradual recovery is a long and slow recovery. Gradually means that something takes place over a long period of time. We have gradually increased our production to maximum capacity. The same sentence had two other words that I want us to understand. Facing headwinds. Let's listen again. The EU economy is gradually recovering, whilst still facing headwinds. What is a headwind? Literally speaking, a headwind is a wind blowing in the opposite direction to the way you are going. In figurative speech, this means that moving forward is difficult. Facing. In this context, to face means to confront, to fight against something. Facing headwinds therefore means to have to confront difficulties in moving forward. Let's move on. Real GDP started to grow again in the third quarter of 2009. GDP. GDP stands for Gross Domestic Product. This is the total market values of goods and services produced by workers and capital within a nation's borders during a given period, which is usually 1 year. In our sentence, GDP started to grow in the third quarter. To grow means to go up or increase. The next expression I want us to look at is turning the economy around. The exceptional crisis measures put in place in the EU played a major role in turning the economy around. To turn around means to improve dramatically. The new strategy turned around sales. Moving on to the next word, listen to the following sentence again. Growth eased in the fourth quarter as the impact of some temporary factors started to fade. What is to fade? To fade means to disappear gradually or to become less visible. Finally, I have three more words in the last sentence. According to a current update, the economic outlook for the EU remains broadly unchanged. What is an outlook? No, it's not your favourite email application. An outlook is an expectation for the future. The long-term outlook for economic growth. In our report, the outlook for the EU remains broadly unchanged. Broadly means generally, widely. Generally speaking, the outlook is unchanged. Just to end, what is unchanged? Unchanged means to stay in an original situation or state. No changes made. Let's listen to these 10 words again. Gradually, slowly. Recovering, to get better after a difficult time. Facing, to confront, confronting. Headwinds, a difficult situation stopping you from moving forward. GDP, gross domestic product. To grow, to increase. To turn around, to improve dramatically. Outlook, future expectations. Broadly, generally. Unchanged, no change. That's all for today. I will hope you find this vocabulary useful. If you watch these videos every day, you will gradually build an excellent base in English. Keep at it, and you will certainly broaden your outlook in life. Thank you for watching AST eLearning's 10 Words a Day video, and see you soon on connectformation.com.